I'm here with Sandy, who's in the Simi Valley. She's a local. Simi is also, unlike most of the people here, Sandy is not a Republican. She is a fan of Barack Obama. Sandy, let me ask you the question. Why do you think that people should step into the ballot box next year and give Barack Obama a second term?
Because he deserves a second term. He got rid of bin Laden.
Okay.
He had the Ledbetter Law, which made things equal.
Okay.
He's trying to get some jobs. He helped save General Motors and other auto companies, which would have gone under. And he has just begun. He has just begun.
Okay. Well, when you say he's just begun, one of the things that he's more than begun already, and he's going to be making a speech about tomorrow, is going to be employment, which is of key concern to most of the people here, Republicans and Democrats. He also, about 2 weeks ago, made it very clear that he's really not going to be enforcing most immigration laws. And there are a lot of people who are unhappy with the fact they feel that if you could get rid of millions of illegal aliens who are in this country...
Wrong.
Why is that wrong?
Okay, there was something in the paper today about the farmers.
Yes, ma'am.
And they're complaining they don't have enough people to pick the fruit. Who's going to pick the fruit? You? Me? Who's going to pick the fruit?
Is agriculture the only industry that hires illegal aliens?
No, that's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, actually, it's about less than 2% of illegal aliens in the country are in the agriculture industry.
But it's an important industry, and right now they're crying. The farmers are crying. They don't have enough workers.
Let's say that we allow every illegal alien who's in the country who wants to work in agriculture can. What do you do with the other 10 million?
We should get them to become citizens.
Why? Unlawfully, and essentially they're not going to see...
Immigration reform is needed. I mean, can we agree on that immigration reform is necessary and needed?
I would say that immigration enforcement is needed. I don't think there's anything so much wrong with the system. I think the laws aren't enforced.
There is something wrong with the system.
What is that?
I mean, we have people that come into this country that are looking to earn a living wage, and they have a right to earn that living wage.
How do they get that right?
How do they get the right?
Yeah, but I mean, people coming into the country.
I think it's a human right to be able to make money for your family, to want a better life for your family, regardless if you're a U.S. citizen, a Mexican citizen, somebody that lives in
if all the jobs were in Mexico, and you and I wanted to go down there, what kind of reception do you think we'd get?
I've worked in Mexico.
Okay.
I've worked in Mexico.
Let's say you're fortunate. You're obviously very qualified. Let's say we were unskilled laborers. We headed over there. What kind of reception would we get if we came in without papers?
Do you know what the cost of a pint of strawberries would be if we didn't have people coming into this country?
And less than 2% of illegal aliens in this country work in agriculture. How do you explain the other 10 million?
In Ventura County? In Ventura County?
No, in the United States.
Okay, let's talk about Ventura County. You're standing in Ventura County.
We are a nation of immigrants.
Yeah.
My mother came here legally from Poland.
Yes, ma'am.
And she could barely speak English, and she learned to speak English because she has passed away. Yeah. So we are a nation of immigrants.
But when we talk about immigrants, that's really not the issue. The individuals...
It's
the illegal aliens.
Illegal. Yeah. But you know, here's the interesting thing that people don't realize. Do you know that they're going back to Mexico? Yeah. Do you know that they're not coming here so much because the unemployment is high?
You're exactly right.
And people are complaining about something that happened 3 years ago. Right now, they are going back to Mexico.
That's true, but we do still, according to the Pew Hispanic Center, we still have over 10.5 million here.
Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to make them citizens.
Okay. Do we need 10.5+ million illegal aliens to do the agricultural work in this country?
We need the ability for citizens, or undocumented or documented, the right to come into this country.
Undocumented citizens?
And be American citizens, if that's what they choose.
Do immigration laws mean anything? Should we be able to have the ability to set some limit?
Did our forefathers, when they came from Europe, did they get on those boats with pre-authorized tickets that they were going to be citizens?
Did they arrive at some location that had immigration regulations?
Some did, some did not.
What areas were those?
Across the Canadian border, across the Mexican border. Anywhere a ship has a port, you can get into this country. It's a fact.
Yeah, but we're talking about lawful entry now.
Okay. Are we talking only Hispanics, or are we talking about all undocumented citizens?
No, we're talking about all undocumented people.
Okay.
Admittedly, the large majority are Hispanic.
Really?
Yes.
Do we know that?
Yes.
If they're undocumented, how do we know that?
Is that a seriously intended answer?
Sure.
Okay. Listen,
Was it in the census? Was it in this past census, the number of undocumented?
Actually, it never has. I think you could find the same information out from the Federation of American Immigration Reform, the Pew Hispanic Center. Any number of sources would say that. I don't think there's a person for or against illegal immigration who would contend that the large majority of illegal aliens are not Hispanic.
So you use the term illegal aliens.
You're right, I do.
I would never use that term.
Well, I read it in Title 8 of the United States Code.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there's Martians on this planet that are undocumented.
Well, that would be valid.
That would be
if
illegal aliens.
Well, if alien was limited to that definition, little green men coming in from saucers.
So there may be some of those also that we should take care of.
Okay.
At the same time.